What's going on YouTube? Fesify media. We just made a video about Screech talking about the Black the Ripper situation, suggesting that his passing was a bit suspicious, and now his family have responded to the whole situation, saying this statement is to set the record straight regarding our son Dean Black the Ripper West. It has recently been brought to our attention there's been a few statements issued from Screech about our son has caused extreme upset amongst our family. We are an extremely private family, are still trying to come to terms with Dean's passing, and our wish is that you allow Dean to rest in peace. We can confirm that we have not had any update on the financials of Dank of England and ask that everyone refrains from associating our family with the brand until further notice. We are working on taking full ownership of Dean's estate in the way we feel is appropriate, and will update everyone accordingly when the time is right. Thank you for all your support and well wishes. God bless Tony, Dad and Paulette Mum. And his sister also put out a full video statement and has talked about the health issues that Black the Ripper had.
Hello, my name is Chantel West. I'm the sister of Dean West, aka Black the Ripper, and I'm making this video so that I can address some of the things that have been said recently, and not only that, the things that have gone on over the past year that have led to a lot of extreme hurt for the family, the mothers of his children and his friends. I'm going to start off, I've got bullet points in front of me, so please bear with me, but I'm going to start off addressing the hype, manipulation and the lies surrounding my brother's death. The constant allegations of murder are so hurtful. There is so much things going on, and every single day that we have to see this, it essentially immobilizes us, because we are trying to grieve and we're not able to grieve for my brother. We're not able to grieve at all because there is a constant propaganda pilot that is happening every single day. I want to address something very specific, and I know that not a lot of people wanted me to say this because it goes against who Dean was. Dean was an extremely private man that did not want people to know his business. Hence why there are people that surrounded him during his last days, and they did not bring this to light. Dean had serious health problems. For the last year and a half before he died, he had extreme health problems. His fingernails were falling off, so much so that it spreaded to his toenails. I have pictures, and not only that, his baby mothers are witnesses to this. They were rubbing the cream because they thought it was they thought it was like a fungal nail infection, but it wasn't. After a little while, it was diagnosed that no, it's not a fungal nail infection. Dean had various appointments at medical centres that were private. However, on the last day when he was supposed to go for his last one, he flew to Montserrat. And I think what needs to be addressed is the fact that Screech, Darren McFadden, is going around hyping up the fact that Dean could have been murdered because it suits his interest. It suits his interest in conspiracy theories and to keep the brand alive. Dean's lifestyle was not what everyone expects it to be, and there was things going on. There are medical records to prove it, and there are also the mothers that can attest to the fact that they was trying to help him. Some of them convinced him to go and get blood tests. Some of them convinced him to seek other help. My dad, my father, Anthony West, he also knew about the situation. He knew about the thumbs. It started off with his thumbs and eventually spread to his fingers and then his toenails. They ruled out that it was a fungal nail infection, which would only mean that there was something going on inside, which would have been disease related. I cannot comment what the disease is because I do not know, because Dean kept things extremely private. So that's the first thing I want to address. It is extremely manipulative and deceitful to try and speak to his fans and the people that loved him and supported him and tell them that he was murdered because it suits your narrative. That is not the case. Dean was not 100% healthy. He was actually suffering from something that nobody actually knows what it was, and I don't think he even found out. So that was the number one thing I wanted to address. Number two, I want to address Doe. Since Dean's passing, there's been countless new products. There's been the opening of a coffee shop just down in Spain. In fact, they started out trying to open one up in Brick Lane, and then that shut down, and then they've moved it to Spain, and now there's a coffee shop. Anybody that knows the costs involved with getting a license to distribute cannabis, and also how much it costs to rent the building and also just make it happen, would understand there's been a lot of money invested in new products and new things that are happening for Doe, which have been extremely exciting to everybody on the outside. I just want to make it clear, not one mother has received any money concerning anything that has happened with Doe. Not one mother. Nobody has received no money. My parents have received nothing. Nobody has received money at all. Chip was the only one that has given money to Dean's son Malik, who everyone knew about. And not only that, he has been approached by other mothers, and he has also helped them. I want to make that extremely clear, because there is a statement that has been put out by Darren McFadden, and he has made it seem as though he has been helping. These mothers have not been helped at all. At all. That's one thing. Chip has also helped my dad. He's also, he's just been a massive support for all of us. So there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people do not speak of. They don't speak of it for a reason, because they just genuinely want to help. And the family are grieving, and there is a need for peace for us. And that's the only reason I'm speaking now, because it's too much. For the mothers of the children that have to drop their children to the school gates, knowing that all of these rumours are there surrounding them, and seeing the looks. We need peace. The family need peace. Another thing, Screech talks about being silenced. But I have literally just received a phone call with the threat of intimidation and violence that is being circulated right now to Dean's friends and anybody that's just said that they was going to make a statement. There is a threat of violence. I have literally just received a phone call talking about young boys that have been sent by Screech to cause harm and damage to anybody that wants to speak the truth. So I want that to be addressed. He says that he's being silenced, but he is trying to silence others. People are angry because essentially they are probably on a payroll from him. And for anyone to speak the truth, that means that people's money is going to get smaller. I can tell you right now, I am not scared of no one. I am not intimidated, and I will not be silenced on speaking the truth. Yeah? I want to be clear. I spoke to Screech. This was at the start. I spoke to Screech. He used to come to my house, and I spoke to him. And I said to him, listen, this is going to become problematic unless people have assurances. I instructed him. I said, listen, give each and every one of the mothers of Dean's children a contract, a binding contract, so that whether you was going to wait a year to start doing things or making money and distributing money, I said, give them a contract. He chose not to listen to me, and the mothers have no assurance, no money, nothing, except for one who he favours and whatever. That's not my business. I am the auntie of every single one of those nieces and nephews. They are my nieces and nephews, nobody else's. Dean never had no other siblings apart from me. So I want to make it very clear that there is a lot of manipulation, deceit and lies that is happening in my brother's name in order to profit and continue Dank of England and to live a lifestyle that my brother had created. He was a pioneer, a revolutionary, and whatever he touched turned to gold. That gold has been left, and the pirates are coming and trying to capitalize. I want to make another thing clear. Since Dean's passing, there has not been a day that his face hasn't been posted up on social media, and it hurts. It hurts so much to be able to open up your social media and you see your brother's face. There has been no rest. There has been no justice. There has been no peace for Dean's family. I'm speaking on behalf of his father as well, because his father has to see that every single time. He is the strongest man I know, but he is hurting. He is absolutely hurting. And I want you lot to all know that while everyone's talking and doing these conspiracy theories, it hurts. Dean's fingernails and toenails were falling off. I do not need to lie. You can go and ask Screech himself, but he's chosen to cover this up. And he's chosen to cover it up because it does not serve him and his agenda. The second thing that I now want to address is this production company and the people that have taken £30,000. It's not 20,000, it is £30,000 from Dean's estate. That should have never been taken. It is an illegal action, and that is £30,000 that has left the mouths of Dean's children. Dean has 7 children. And £30,000 has been taken and distributed amongst adults, which, even though Screech put out a statement and he will not expose the situation, talking about A and B, I will expose it, because I don't need a 3-part documentary and telling people to keep their eyes peeled because I need clout. I don't need that. I will never address anything again. But what I am saying to you, this production company called Hot Pepper Sauce is complicit with the £30,000 that has gone missing. You could go onto the website, you could go onto the Instagram, and you can see the people that are there in the About Us section. Every single one of them are complicit. The first person, Nadeem Nazarali, who was a videographer at Dean's funeral, received £17,000 in 10 days, from the 19th of September 2020 to the 29th of September 2020. Within 10 days, he received £17,000. That's £17,000 that could have gone to Dean's children. That money in my brother's account was for his children, and it is part of his estate, and it has gone missing. Dean's funeral did not cost £30,000. I have proof, which I don't need to prove to anyone right now, but I'm saying I have proof that there was invoices that was being asked to be doubled up so that the people on that Hot Pepper Sauce Productions company can benefit from it. And right now they're sending out a letter called a call for artists about a documentary that they want to do for my brother, talking about the roots of Black the Ripper, yet none of those people knew him bar one. And not only that, they were not there at the foundation. You cannot talk about the roots of Black the Ripper unless you know the foundation of Dean West. Yeah? So what I'm saying to you, anybody that got that artist call out, I'm telling you, I have not been included. His dad has not been included. His family and his friends have not been included. This is a glory hunting, seeking moment, and those people will pay for what they've done. In fact, every single person that has capitalized off of Dean's money since his death will soon find out what happens. You cannot carry on with illegal, illicit activities and reap off of what my brother made because he was self-made. You cannot do that and take the money out of his children's mouth and expect to live properly. The righteous have to stand, and that is the only reason why I'm talking right now, because I have to speak truth. I have to speak against this wickedness, this treachery. This is evil. This is evil. And every single one of you that has profited off of my brother, knowing that you have paid nothing to his children, you shall reap your harvest in due time. And that's what I want. That's basically what I want to say. I want to make sure that everybody knows. I will put up the information for the Hot Pepper Sauce Productions company. You could go and look at the website. You could go and look at everybody involved. I do not need to lie. I have a whole list of every single transaction that was made within 10 days. Dean's account should have been shut. Barclays Bank should have never allowed anybody to walk into a branch, pass over invoices and get £30,000 taken out. My brother died without a will. Therefore, his beneficiaries, his next of kin, are his children. And because they are so young, their mothers are the people that have to be the person that are looking out for them. They are the guardians. They are the people, and it's nobody else. His father does not benefit. His mother does not benefit. I do not benefit. Nobody else should benefit from my brother's estate apart from his children, and that has not happened. So I just want to make it very clear to everyone. Do not listen to the hype. And when you hear truth, let it hit your ears and please take it in. From this point forward, I would appreciate if we can have no more talk of my brother being murdered. And instead, if you want to really know what happened, go and ask the people that was around him. Because my brother was surrounded by people that didn't love him enough to call the whistle and say you are in deep problems with your health. So that's all I want to say, and just thank you very much for listening. And long live Black the Ripper, because my brother was a revolutionary. And I know for a fact that if he was alive to see this, he would burn down.
Guys, thank you all for watching this video. As always, make sure you subscribe and press that notification bell to be updated on my next videos. And follow me on Instagram at Fesify. Drop me a message, feel free. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.